Okay, so what will be covered in all the sessions which we'll be taking? Exponents and powers, trigonometry, grass lines and curves, polynomials, differential calculus, integral calculus, and vectors. This it may seem like a bit kind of complex terms, but it's not anything complex exactly. The way we'll cover, you'll see how simple everything actually is. Okay. The first topic we'll be covering is exponents and powers. Now, there is one phrase all of us must be known to from our second or third grade. What exactly is multiplication? Anyone? There was one phrase. Anyone wants to try?
Repeated addition.
Yes, repeated addition. Good one, Om.
Thank you.
Okay, just a minute. Okay. So we know that 3 into 4 means 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 means you're adding 3 to itself 4 times. And m into n, any number m multiplied by any number n, will be m added to itself n times. Now, if you multiply m by itself n times, now this is different. M into m is something which we say m square, but like it's different from m plus m. So when you multiply m to itself n number of times, it is represented as m raised to n, and it's read as m raised to the nth power, and it is represented as shown. M is referred to as the base, and n is referred to as the power or the exponent. So, for example, 2 into 2 into 2, it'll be said as 2 cubed. So when there are only special names, like when a number is raised to the third power, it will be cubed, and when it's the second power, we'll say it will be squared. And similarly, 7 into 7 is 7 squared, which will be 49. Okay. Now let us look at how to find 2 cube multiplied by 2 raised to the fourth power. So we know by factorization that 2 cube multiplied by 2 raised to 4 will be 2 into 2 into 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by itself 4 times. So we can combine all of them together in one bracket, and we get 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So we learned that if you multiply m to itself n times, it will be m raised to n. Now can anyone tell me how many 2's are there in the second equality sign?
7.
Yeah, there are 7. So there'll be 2 raised to 7, which you can observe is 2 raised to 3 plus 4. Let us look at another example. 3 raised to 2 into 3 raised to 3. This will also be 3 into 3 multiplied by 3 into 3 into 3. Then we'll get 5 threes, 3 raised to 5, which will be 3 raised to 2 plus 3. So this is the first law of exponents which we may follow, which we will follow, and that will be a raised to m, any number a raised to m. If you multiply that to any number a raised to n, you'll get a raised to m plus n. Okay. Now let us move on to the second law. Now let us look at 3 raised to 5 divided by 3 raised to 2. So we know when we write, it will be 3 raised to 5 by 3 raised to 2. So we can write it as a fraction. So 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 divided by a line down 3 into 3. And we also know that we can cut these 3's, because 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 1 is something which we usually won't take. Yeah, so we'll get it as 3 into 3 into 3 divided by 1, which is 3 cube, which is 3 raised to 5 minus 2. So we get the second law that a raised to m divided by a raised to n will be a raised to m minus n. Any doubts still here, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Now let us look at 3 raised to 4 into 2 raised to 4. This is a thing which is slightly different from the other cases, but we'll see. Can anyone tell me what is the similarity? What is same in a way in this one?
The powers are same.
Yes, the powers are same. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, so 3 raised to 4 into 2 raised to 4 will be 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 multiplied by 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So now you can group the 3 into 2s like in 4 groups of 3. You can take 1 3 from the first 3 from the first bracket and the second 2 from the second bracket. The first 3 and 2 from the brackets, and then combine them to make one bracket, and they'll be multiplied to each other 4 times. So then you'll get 6 raised to 4 because 3 into 2 is 6, and you multiplied it by itself 4 times. And you can observe that that is 3 into 2 itself. So another law we get is any number a raised to n multiplied by a number b raised to n will get you ab whole raised to m. Now let's see how to find 2 raised to 5 by 3 raised to 5. Similarly, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 divided by 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So now you can again group them 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3, which will be 2 by 3 raised to 5. Thus we can say that a raised to m divided by b raised to m will be a by b raised to m. Now most people will be thinking like why we learned this in long back, but then majority of our audience may not be known to these facts, and the other topics which we learn will be based on the knowledge of exponents and powers only. That's why we'll be furthering with this. Okay, so we are done with that, and I have another quiz for all of you. Any doubts, anyone, regarding what we learned?